What's up guys, my name is Juicyy and I'm back with another top 5 video here today. So a couple days ago I did my first top 5 covering the top 5 best variants to use in Infinite Warfare, so that's legendary, epic, whatever it was in a specific category. I will be doing these weekly, it's just I thought I'd start the first episode on a random day and then from there go each Tuesday. But yeah, today we're going to be covering the top 5 best weapon remakes for Call of Duty, just, you know, over the lifespan of Call of Duty we've had. First of all, this list is not in order, these are just the 5 weapons that I think that are the coolest. So getting on to number 1, we have the Volk Retro in Infinite Warfare. So the reason I think this gun is so special and cool is because of how they integrated the AK-47 into the Volk Retro. So what they did was, the Volk is usually a energy rifle and it was swapped out for a ballistic rifle so you could get the AK-47 feel. They added a lot of view kick to it, which, you know, gave it the AK-47 feel, and they just went for a full out AK-47, and I just think it's so special how they did it. You know, they merged the Volk with the AK-47 without totally just giving us a bland AK-47, which I think would have been cool to have it as its own weapon, because if you guys aren't aware, the Volk Retro is only available in the Days of Summer event, and of course that happened, you know, last year, and about a week after, I believe, they had a bundle where you could literally buy unlimited supply drops for 4 days. So you could buy like $80 worth of COD points, save up your keys, you could just buy unlimited supply drops, and this would give you the ability to get all of the loot from Days of Summer. So yeah, the Volk Retro was one of the variants that were added into this event that they had on. It was a pretty big thing as well over Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered. As we know, we don't get much on Black Ops 3. We'll get like 50% off supply drops or a triple play or something like that. We never get anything that great. But yeah, I thought the Volk Retro really deserves a spot on this because, like I said, the way they integrated AK-47 into the Volk, you know, changed it to ballistic and gave it the view kick as it deserves. And yeah, that's the first weapon on this list. Now the second weapon is going to be the Peacekeeper. So I don't have much to say about this one except that I think it's really special they brought this into Black Ops 3, because Black Ops 2 was the first game to have DLC weapon. Well, weapon, this was the first one, and it was also the first game to have DLC camos. But yeah, just to see this back in Black Ops 3 is really, really awesome. I still don't even have it, to be honest with you guys, which sucks, but I have used it enough in Black Ops 3 to be able to judge it. And yeah, I just think that would have been cool if they gave maybe early players and a chance to get it. I just don't think that we should have had to pay for it in Black Ops 2, and now we're paying for it again in Black Ops 3. But hey, you know, we've seen that with COD 4, the remaster. You know, the variety map pack was like $15, but it was $15 in the old COD 4, and people were like having a big huge debate how they thought we shouldn't have to pay for what was already in the game, or was it early? I can't remember, but yeah, I just think it's a little bit sad how they made us still get it in supply drops, and I'm sure we all know how disgusting they are. But yeah, I thought that deserved a little spot on this list just because of the nostalgia. You know, Black Ops 2 is where I started getting competitive, where Call of Duty really kicked off for me, and yeah, that's why it's quite special. And it is a unique gun as well, as in Black Ops 2 it's described as a hybrid SMG assault rifle, where it has the fire rate of an SMG and the damage and range of an assault rifle. That's where the hybrid part comes in. I can't remember how it works on Black Ops 2, but yeah, that's why I thought it deserved a spot on the list, just because of how special it is and the nostalgia. Getting on to the next weapon, I'm going to be doing the China Lake, or the Max GL. Now you're probably wondering, like, what the f is this doing on your list? Well, it's not the fact of what the weapon is, but because of how old it is. Like I said, the nostalgia for the Peacekeeper goes the same with this, because it's from Black Ops 1, and we also haven't had any launcher DLC weapons. We've had no launchers, we've had no added launchers, and I think that the China Lake being the first one is pretty cool, but there isn't a lot of iconic weapons in older Call of Duties, to be honest with you. MW3, like, I just can't think of any, you know, iconic launchers that really stood out in any other COD games that deserve to, you know, have a remake or anything like that. So, oh no, the Thumper? What was the Thumper on? MW2 or MW3? I can't remember. But anyway, yeah. I just thought this deserved a spot on the list because of it being in Black Ops 1, which is really, really special. Like I said, it's a special game to me. And yeah, I just thought that deserved a small spot on this list. Before I get on to the next weapon, I need you guys to help me out in the comments here. I'm really confused on this. I haven't really spoken much about it, but a couple months ago, I noticed that DLC weapons these days in Black Ops 3 aren't actually DLC weapons, because if you think about it, Black Ops 2, we had the Peacekeeper, right? You could buy the Revolution map pack, which is a DLC map pad in which you get the Peacekeeper. And then in Ghosts you had the Ripper and the Maverick. The Ghost you could hold down triangle, it would go into assault rifle mode, then SMG mode, and the Maverick had an assault rifle and sniper mode, like 2 separate guns, which was really awesome. So you kind of got 2 guns for the one. And I don't understand why they're called DLC weapons in Black Ops 3, because DLC weapons, it's downloadable content. This is added in-game content, not downloadable content that's separate. You don't buy these weapons, you buy COD points and then you open supply drops to get them. The only real DLC weapons are the ones from Ghost, like I said, the Maverick and the Ripper, and then the Peacekeeper. That just really, like, it makes me confused. I just don't know why no one's noticed that, or have they and just haven't bothered. I don't know. Honestly, man, I just think it's really weird how DLC weapons these days, like I said, are called DLC weapons when they're not even separate downloadable content. You don't have to buy anything to get them. I mean, you know, opening supply drops normally ain't gonna really get you anywhere. But yeah, you get what I mean. Like, I just think it's weird how DLC weapons are called DLC weapons when you don't download them. You don't buy anything to download them. And yeah, that just confused me. Getting on to the next weapon, I'm going to be covering the MACTAV 45, aka the UMP 45 from MW3, and I'm pretty sure MW2. I don't play a lot of MW2, so just chill, okay? I was more of an MW3, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1 sort of guy. But yeah, it's just another iconic weapon, really. Bought an MW3 as the UMP45 and MW2 as well. So this was brought back as a classic weapon. If you guys don't know how classic weapons work in Infinite Warfare, pretty much every second prestige, I believe. No, first, third, I think it's every odd number. You get a special weapon token, and you use that to unlock one of the 5 special weapons, which is the M1 Garand, the Intervention, the Spaz 12, the UMP, and the ARX 160. Well, the OSA from Ghosts. And yeah, I just think that it's really special that pretty much you play the game, prestige, and then you can unlock the UMP. I wouldn't really say that it lives up to the standards of the MW2 and MW3 version, because it does have quite a bit of recoil. It does smack though, it really does melt. And it was like my first one that I really enjoyed using. So that's a pretty good weapon, but you just have to get used to the recoil a little bit. But I think that deserves a spot on this list just because of the nostalgia and you know, how well known this weapon is, which goes for the next weapon I'm going to be talking about now. The number 5 spot was really hard for me to do between 2 weapons, which was the HG40 and the Intervention. So I'll leave the HG40 for an honorable mention, and let's get on to the 5th weapon, being the Intervention. So need I say anything? You know, the Intervention is probably one of the most iconic snipers, if not the most iconic sniper in Call of Duty's life cycle and Call of Duty history. It's the most used sniper in MW3. I think it overthrows the MSR and Ballista very easy. Do I prefer it over the most recent snipers? I think I do. I think if I had to choose one sniper out of Ballista, SR, it would definitely be such a nice gun to blow. So I don't really say much, but except one thing. I'm just a little bit disappointed that it wasn't brought back in any other game before, because it would have done so well in Infinity Ward or Activision. They could have put it in Ghosts. I know you think they were thinking about Infinite Warfare and everything like that by then, but hey, we have it in Infinite Warfare as a TF141, and you can unlock that straight away after you prestige. So I think that's quite special. Getting on to that honourable mention being the HG40, well, it's just another iconic weapon. It's from World at War, and I'm not too sure the answer to this, but I either played Black Ops 1 or World at War as my first Call of Duties, which is quite special for me. You know, things you do first off, like your first series, you know, the one that you stick with because it's the first one you play, it got you into whatever it is, and yeah, that's quite special. So having the HG40 from World at War and Black Ops 1 is great. So it's really awesome. I have it on my second account as well. I did drop a loot with it like the second day I got it, and I did end up losing the gameplay before that. It really sucks. Well, yeah, I lost it at the same time. I didn't upload it because when I recorded it, that's when I was using my headset mic, and then I just got my new snowball, so I people, and I so that is pretty much it for the I just think that the HG40 is really cool seeing Black Ops 3 after it being in such an early game like World at War and Black Ops 1. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed that top 5. Please make sure you send us the top 5 too for the next week, as I do the weekly every Tuesday. It's top 5 Tuesday. To get your suggestions, and I'm picking all of them. you haven't followed me on Twitter yet, go do it at JuicyyPod. I talk to you guys, I interact with everyone, it's really, really awesome. And you can also just be featured in updates. But yeah, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new to post notifications. So you never miss a video. We're getting a lot closer to 1.2 right now. I'm so hyped for it. I think the build is creeping up very, very fast. And you will not want to miss that. I'm going to smash that game so hard. I'm going to grind it. And I'm probably going to do a road to Master Prestige or something like that. So I'm really keen to get in on this game as quick as possible. So I hope you guys all have a great day. I'll catch you in the next video.